All right, so the abandoned Chevy Avalanche project behind me here, it's got a leak. We need to see if we can find it. All right, so let's check it out. It's got a leak back in here. I'm pretty sure it's coming from the Midgate seal. So if you're not familiar with these Chevy Avalanches, they have this Midgate and it drops down and it opens up the whole entire truck. So you can go from the tailgate all the way to the cab, set up a tent in there, whatever, and it really opens it up. It's really cool. So you just twist your handle and you pull it down and you can get in the bed from inside the cab. You see like that. It had a piece right there that lays down flat to make it one solid ramp, but it's gone. It rusted out. So it's got this vinyl lined material on here, and the seats drop fully down. So I got the seats down now. See how it does like that. You know, you can set up a tent in here. Well, set up a tent out there, and then you can lay in here. It's really cool. It's really rugged. And then if you really want to open it up all the way, you have this right here. You know, you turn this, and I'm not doing it, but the whole panel comes out. You store the glass in here, and then, you know, you can have the whole thing wide open while you're driving down the road. It's really cool. But all of these moving parts, it's an opportunity for leaks. So you got the main seal that runs around here, big old thick rubber seal, minus the water bottle. And then, you know, you got a seal up here. You got all these drains and stuff. Doesn't work very well. So then we got a big old seal back behind here. So we got to find where it's leaking from. The carpet was all soaked. It's been soaked down in here, so I'm sure that bottom seal's leaking. You can see the rust. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, it's got so much moisture in here. I mean, it's just rusting the metal out. I mean, it's not bad as surface rust, but that's where it's leaking, obviously, right down in there. So you can see the big old rubber seal goes all along here. Somebody already tried to fix it with duct tape and silicone, but obviously that didn't work. It's got a drain there, a drain there, a drain there, drain there, and it's got one right here. So you want to make sure those are all clean. They'll clog up with leaves and then it'll leak. It'll pull up in here and it'll drain in here. So you can see we got water right there. Of course, the carpet is soaked. So here's the cheap fix. Go down to the hardware store and get some of this 3/16 inner diameter, 3/8 inch outer diameter rubber hose. This is vacuum hose, so it's just rubber. If you can't find this stuff, you can go down to the auto parts store and you can get some hose too. You can use fuel line, it works too. Here's the old seal. This is where it's leaking right here. You can see it's got some dirt on it. We need to clean that off, and it's flattened out. So you can see bulked up, flattened out. It's not going to seal at all like that. It's hard to tell on camera, but trust me, it's totally sagged and flat. Here's a better angle. You can see how flat that is versus nice and plump right here. We're going to lube up the rubber hose and jam it down in there, so that way it'll bulk it up and then it'll seal better. We're going to jam it right in there. All right, it's all the way through. That wasn't too bad. I had to use it like a jump rope and thread it through, but I got it through. Leave the ends long. You can see it's bulked up. Much thicker than it was. Put you some sealant in there. This is optional, but I'm gonna do it. Now what you do is you take this tube and you jam it up in here so that it stiffens this too, because you see how flat that is? It's just thin rubber. But you can jam it up in there and then it makes it much stiffer, but you gotta figure out how much you need. About like that. Just like that. Now we'll close it up. Sealed up tight. Should be good, guys. Much beefier than it was before. You can also take some Vaseline and rub it down the whole thing to help seal. Let's close it up. It should be good to go though. Nice and tight. See this right here? Cracked. I'm sealing it up with some silicone. It'll leak from here too. All right, let's go check it out. So it's been a couple of months. I think it's fixed. So the leak looks like it's fixed at this point. Get down in here. Yeah, it's dry. Totally dry. So I think it was leaking from right down in there. Seems like we got it. So I fixed the window too in the back. You know, that's sealed up. And then we haven't had any leaks up here. So it looks like that fixed it. Then you got that big old seal around the back window. My silicone seals are working well right here where I filled in the gaps of the broken plastic. But, oh yeah, I came back with some extra seal right here and I stuck it on top of here and I ran it back up along here to really bulk it up all the way down. And it seems to be working really well. It's got multiple grooves, you know, so it can seal multiple different spots. Keep the water out. But yeah, man, looks like we got it solved. So the leaks are a pain to find, you know, real pain. You gotta fix one spot, then wait. It rains, then it's dripping here, fix that spot, oh wait, look. Take the whole seal off, bulk it up, but eventually we got it. All right, so I haven't had any problems with these other door seals leaking at all. They've been working great. No leaks down in here. You know, this has been nice and dry in here. It had a lot of moisture in here before. You can see it, condensation, but we've seemed to have solved that. On the other Silverado, this leaked like crazy right here. But that's not leaking on this. And the door seals down here are good. These window seals, I hadn't had a problem with them. You know, all the other seals are good. Just that Midgate, it's got so many moving parts. Kind of like how they did this too. The Avalanche is good, it's just a Silverado with a bunch of plastic on it. So here's the bed. And yeah, it's got these covers. And look at that, there's a giant gap right there. Because the plastic shrunk, boop, boop, boop. By the time you get down here, yeah, you got a gap. And then the water management on these things, you know, the rain goes down here, goes all around in there. Watch this. Comes out through here, goes down there, drips down this channel, goes down here to get out. I mean, come on. Somebody got paid a lot to design that. Then of course you have these kind of seals on the tailgate, which do absolutely nothing. But they're there, and it probably cost a lot to replace, so I haven't had to fool with those. It seems like we're good on this. So put these seats back up, you know, just like this. Boom. Put the seat up like that. Put it down. And it's locked back in place. Midgate's up. Check y'all in the next video. Later.